What does your name mean, and why do you have it? I mean, I guess we all know why you have a name, because we need something to call you. We can't just be like, being, cometh my way. That would be weird. Although, it sounds kind of cool and maybe like a fantasy setting. But we're not in a fantasy setting. I mean, unless your mind is kind of like, woo, but we don't want that. That's semantics, doesn't matter right now. What is your name, and what does it mean? My name is Caleb, and we're going to do a quick search to find out what Caleb means. Yeah, I already have a couple of sites up real quick. So, first site, are you guys ready for this? Alright, so, now, origin, Hebrew, already knew that, alright? Nickname, syllables, whatever, theme, no, okay. There we go, okay. So, this is what Caleb means. Are you ready? Dog. Okay, I got more than that site up. Let's check another one. Okay, and origin of the name Caleb, Hebrew, yeah, Bible, obviously, and meaning. Here we go. Dog. Just one more site. Okay, I had 4 of them up. Okay, so we'll next see this one. Caleb, dog. Wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know. I'm just joking. Okay, so it does actually mean dog because the word is Kelev, K-E-L-E-V, like in the Hebrew, which is also the spelling for dog. But while it is also the spelling for dog, it also means faithful, and it's actually used kind of like as a term, which means faithful as a dog. So it means that you are highly devoted to somebody or something. So it's actually like a very high compliment, but you wouldn't know unless you looked into it a little bit more, because everything I looked at actually said meaning is dog and faithful, and then after looking into it a little bit more, I finally found the one where it was like, it's an expression that means highly devoted. I was like, okay, that's cool. So my name, Caleb, means I am highly devoted, which is pretty darn cool, and I hope that I follow through with that statement. But not only do I have a first name, I have a middle name. So what does that middle name mean? My middle name is Michael, and this is a lot easier. Again, its origins are from the Hebrew, and the name means who is like God. And it's also the name of the archangel, Michael. So who is like God? That is a rhetorical question because nobody is like God. I mean, we're made in his image, so in that sense we're like him, but we're not like him, which is a completely different kind of like him than what it's asking, which is really cool because nobody is like him. So it's like a rhetorical question name thing. Knowledge. And my last name is Flores, and I have that because some person from somewhere Spanish had the last name Flores, and it just kept going down. He just kept having family members come, and just kept popping out. There's another family member. There's another family member, and now we're here. And the Flores name still exists, and Flores just means flower. So, what does my name mean? It means faithful, like a dog, who is like God, looks as beautiful as a rose, and smells like one too. Yeah, smells like one too. Also, I got Caleb because whenever I was being born, Dad was like, I want something to like show he'll hope that, you know, it's like he'll be devoted or something. I think that's kind of where Caleb came from. And then Michael I got because my papa's named Michael, and so they're like, hey, you're gonna get his first name, and then Cameron got their last name, which is Rutherford, so Cameron's like Cameron Rutherford or Steve-O, so he got the short end of the stick. I definitely got the better end of that stick there. So, what is your name, and why do you have that? You might need to ask your parents why you have your name, unless you already know, and just like, what does it mean? Let me know down below or at ootqcontact@gmail.com. Seriously, if you have the email app on your phone, it's super easy to just be like, oh yeah, because I'm sure that you have your phone beside you or you're watching this from your phone. Just go to ootqcontact@gmail.com. Made an entire email for this and nobody uses it. I mean, if you can comment on the actual video, but if you can't, then send an email in. Let's use it. Okay. So, last week's question, which is kind of where your answers are, which is what we're going to talk about now. Last week's question was, what are your failed career ideas? So things that you wanted to do, but you realized just weren't going to work out. And we got some answers over here. We have Christian Lashover. He says, some things I've considered as career options but decided against pursuing are being a biologist, a mathematician, an electrical engineer, and an economist. To which I say, none of those ever crossed my mind. I mean, maybe a biologist, but not quite a biologist would have crossed my mind, just because too much math. No, I don't like that much math. Too much thinking. And Cameron Restivo says, being an astronaut, but NASA said no. Aw. A marine biologist, but organic chem doesn't agree with me. Or me. A professional soccer player, but track requires so much less skill. And a movie creator, but that's not entirely gone, just mostly. Same here, but I'm actually, like, physically working on making a movie career out of that. And if anybody remembers, I had a little music video that I created, and I got a couple of comments on that, and one of them was actually from the creator of the song, which was, like, so cool to have, and I was so excited, like, oh, look at that, so cool, all that stuff. And they commented, and they were like, you are the absolute best. Thank you so much for making such an excellent artistic depiction of this song. I seriously appreciate it so much. Your work is lovely, and this forest is absolutely beautiful. It's not exactly a forest that I was in, but okay, thank you. This is exactly the kind of music video I've wanted to make for years. Thank you so much for making something so dear to my heart. It has absolutely made my day. Yay! Usually whenever you create something, you never expect the artist to actually, like, see what you do, or even recognize it, even if they do see it. And this person was like, oh dude, that's like exactly what I had in my head. Which I doubt it was exactly what they had in their head, because it wasn't exactly what I had in my head. But just the recognition is awesome. I loved that so much. That, like, made my day. Okay? But that is it, guys. Please go check out my videos. Comment down below what your name means and what the origin of it is, or why did you get it. You don't necessarily need to put the origin of it. A lot of names, I'm expecting a lot of us to have Hebrew originating names, since it's my friend group, and I'm sure most of the parents who aren't being very original and just took something out of the Bible. Which I'll probably end up doing too, but, you know, like, whatever, just let me know, leave a comment, or send it to otqcontact@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.